So people on Twitter have been doing these 10 games to know me, like pictures. And I thought, why not make it a video? I love video games. I've been playing video games all my life. I played a lot of sports, but I've also played a lot of video games. And I feel like I should take advantage of this opportunity, this trend, to show you guys what I played and who I am as a person. These 10 games, I don't think they're not my top 10 games of all time, but I feel like they all have their own importance in creating me. They all came to make me, if that makes sense. But my first game, I got Crash Bandicoot in Traced. I ain't gonna lie, this game showed me rage at an early age. I had got a Game Boy Advance from my cousins. It was silver, and I played that bitch everywhere. I played it anywhere and everywhere I ever could. I remember raging out in the car, trying to get the Utabagas, trying to get every peach possible, and falling off the map and getting irritated at this game, and then getting extra mad when the Game Boy died. Crash Bandicoot series will always be near and dear to my heart. I love this series growing up, even though I've only played like a couple of the games. I feel like this game was like one of those first games where it kind of got me like, yeah, addicted, like yeah, I need this. This is what I love. This is what I like. My next game is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, this personally is my favorite of the series. And I ain't gonna lie, at this point in time, I had an Xbox and I didn't know how to get Xbox Online. And I didn't really have many friends growing up to show me how to get Xbox Live. You know what I mean? So I played the story mode a lot. I beat the story mode, 100% of the story mode, multiple times. And it is hands down my favorite story mode of the series. I had to go over to my cousin's house usually to play online. And I also had fun doing that, but I didn't get to play it as often as everybody else did. One of my favorite video game characters to this day is Frank Woods. I love that character. He is one of the first characters that I ever got super duper attached to. I'm attached to a lot of characters, but Frank Woods is one of those ones that's really stood out to me growing up. I loved his character. I loved his never say die attitude. And one of the greatest scenes of all time in any video game to me, I don't care what anyone says, is when you're captured by the Russians or whatever, and they're making you, Bowman, and Woods play Russian roulette, and he turns to the guard and goes, "You can't kill me." That scene will stick with me forever. Not to mention, Black Ops 2 also had amazing maps like Yacht, and also had, in my opinion, still the funnest zombie mode to this day. Transit was fun as fuck. I remember playing that shit with my sister and cousins all the time. Fun as hell. Repairing, getting on the bus and running from zombies, leaving niggas on the bus, and that was fire. Black Ops 2 had to go on my 10 to know me. Up next, we have WrestleMania 19, the video game. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if you don't know me, or if you've been watching my channel for a minute, you probably know that I'm a WWE ball. I've been watching WWE since I was 6 years old. Literally, I've been watching it since I was 7 years old. I'm not trying to be funny. That's not the meme. I've been literally watching it since 2006. No, seriously, I swear to God. But WWE has been a big part of my life. I love WWE. That's my most knowledgeable sport. Basketball, football, MMA, boxing. WWE is my most knowledgeable sport. I know everything about fucking wrestling. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. And this was the first wrestling game I played. It was either this or WWF No Mercy. But this game, I remember playing this game all the time. I'm talking about a GameCube with all 4 or 5 controllers plugged in, and everyone's in a Royal Rumble. I'm talking about just playing the Hurricane, Matt Hardy, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, everyone cussing each other out and yelling in the room, parents telling us to be quiet, we still getting loud, GameCube, mad late at night playing Royal Rumbles and having the best time of our fucking life on WrestleMania 19. This game will forever hold a special place in my heart, especially considering the fact that I'm a wrestling game fanatic. I've played every single one, even the bad ones like WWE 2K20, which shall not be named. It is Voldemort. It is horrible. It is one of the worst wrestling games of all time. Besides AEW Fight Forever, but that's another story. Up next, I have EA Sports UFC. Now, I put this game on my top 10 because I had a blast on this game, and one of my lifetime friends, somebody I consider a brother, Keon, we played this game all the time on PS4 back in 2014. I remember when I first got my PS4, I got UFC, WWE 15, Knack, the shitty game with like rock called Knack. You probably know about it, but it was some shitty marbly rock, and his name was Knack. I got that game, WWE 15, and I got EA Sports UFC, the first one, and we played this game non-stop. And this game holds a special place in my heart because, like I told you, I didn't have online. I didn't have Xbox Online coming up. I was morely outside, and I played WWE games and like single player games mostly because I didn't have gold membership. And one of the first times I played online was literally PlayStation 4. That's when I got my first PlayStation subscription to play online. I never really played with people online, and I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't really have a mic. But my friend showed me how to set up my mic, showed me how to set up the game, told me how to set up the for PlayStation Plus at the time, which I was a total goober about. I had so much fun on that game. I probably can find old PlayStation compilations of us playing that game. Not to mention one of these stories, one of the times we were playing it, he muted his mic, and like usually when we play, you know, you talk shit. And I'm beating his fucking ass. He is doing fucking terrible. I'm wearing his ass out, throwing him around the goddamn ring, fucking him up, and I'm talking shit the whole time. Like, damn, you must be playing with your eyes closed. Damn, get good. Damn, you suck. Damn, is this your sister? Dang, get good. Then you must unplug your controller a little bit with your mic. Oh my God, get good. Just for him to plug his mic back in and tell me that the whole time I was playing his stepfather and talking shit through the TV to his stepfather, and I didn't even know. Fucking hilarious. Amazing moments I had on that game. I had to add it in here just because it was one of the first games I played online with my friend of many years. It was the first time I was introduced to online game in 2014. I played over my cousin's house and stuff like that, like Call of Duty and stuff like that, but I was only briefly. The first time I actually had an online account and a gamer tag was 2014 PS4. I know it's crazy. It is what it is. Up next, we have Fallout 4. Now, Fallout 4 was my first Fallout game, and I got it the Christmas it came out. I love this game. If you have never played Fallout 4, you need to play it. You absolutely need to play it. It is one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. It is my favorite. I don't know, what is it considered, a role player? It is one of my favorite fucking games of all time, from the DLCs to the establishments, to the settlements, to the characters, all the endless dialogue options and side roads, and how big the map is, and just the amount of stuff you can do on this game. The longevity of it is incredible. This game is impeccable. I love this game, and I will forever recommend it to anyone who's looking to start, I don't know, a role player, MMO, I don't know. But this game was fucking incredible. This walkthrough, oh, he gonna be an evil walkthrough, good walkthrough. It was just so fun. It just reminds me, it's so nostalgic. I love it. I had to put that on the list. Speaking of nostalgia, I have to put NBA 2K16 on this playlist. Now, NBA 2K16 made me who I am today, I swear. It introduced me to one of the people who made me for sure want to do content creation. Now, I always wanted to do content creation because of people like Dashy and Berleezy, two of the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? But this introduced me to creators that I never thought I would meet, like Cass Nasty, Phantom, who played a big part in my content creator journey. And I can't wait to tell him one day how much his impact and words just meant to me making it. But that's for another story. I remember Pretty Boy Fredo, Bruce Drop Him Off, Annoying TV, Steezo the God, Red City Boy, Orlando and Chicago, even though that was 2017. A-Mark, the Dribble Gods. I remember Soluminati Gang. I was watching Soluminati since 100,000 subscribers. I think 90,000 subscribers I've been watching I was watching Soluminati. 2K, I was so enveloped in that shit in 2016. That shit was incredible. I'm talking about 2 full 8x8 PlayStation parties full of people talking shit, making ankle breaker mixtapes on each other. We was literally in school talking about some nigga, I broke your ankles, watch your mouth. All that shit. 2K16 was one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game with all my heart. You can't tell me nothing bad about 2K16. It is the greatest 2K game of all time, from the speed boosting to the dribbling to like demigods. Even the demigods was the most balanced, because 2K15 was the most broken piece of shit. And I think I said that right. 2K16 wasn't that, I'm saying it wasn't that much more. Like, it was broken, but like it was fun broken. It wasn't bad broken like 2K15. I literally could sit here for about an hour and just name 2K content creators. But Shout out to them. I love them. I love this game, and it had to make my list. Up next, we got Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this game came out around 2015, and I remember playing the demo with my friends and thinking, man, oh my God, all this one-shot and shit is boring. And all this, it came to be one of my most played games of all time. If not, I think it is my most played game of all time. Me sitting here having peaked at Plat 2, I can tell you that Rainbow Six Siege has caused me some of the most rage, to the point where I knocked off a chip off my desk. I'm telling you, it has caused me the most rage in my life. I remember watching all the Rainbow Six Siege YouTubers, Macy J, Evan Bradwick, or Evan Braddock, or Serenity. Serenity was one of my most watched YouTubers. I'm probably gonna put his video in this video, his best B-roll, just as salute to him, because I wanted to be Serenity coming up in 2015. He was my favorite Rainbow Six Siege YouTuber. You couldn't tell me nothing about him. He was the greatest Caveira player of all time. I remember watching Skittles, all them niggas on Rainbow Six Siege. I loved this game. It also was one of the mini games that I played with my lifelong friends, you know what I'm saying, Mantis, Keon, you know what I'm saying, and like many others, you know what I'm saying. And also, before I get in trouble, I have to mention 2K16 was a game that I played with Keon, one of my lifelong friends, Miles. You know what I'm saying, I gotta mention him. You know what I'm saying, we used to stay up long, mad late playing 2K16. I just had to add that in there. I know he was gonna get mad at me if I didn't. I remember playing Six Siege with Mantis and Keon, just having the time of my life, laughing. It's probably some compilation somewhere on some old YouTube channel that I gotta go find. I can show y'all one day, man. It'll be so fucking hilarious. But Rainbow Six Siege had to make this list. My next game on this list is technically an anime, but it started off as a game. So the game I'm about to talk about is Danganronpa. Now, this anime started off as a game that was so good and got so popular that they made it into an anime, which I watched about 6 years ago on a horror anime binge. I love this game to death. It's basically about 16 students who get trapped inside of a school and they're forced to compete into a death game. That's all I'm gonna give you. Danganronpa has some of the deepest lore and deepest character lores that I've ever experienced in my life. If you are an anime fan and you know nothing about Danganronpa, I'm telling you to get indulged into Danganronpa. I honestly wish that sometimes that I could Men in Black clear my memory so I can go back and experience Danganronpa, both animes and all of the video games all together. This game, I love it with all my might, from the music to the characters to the horror to the suspense. I love it. This game, I totally recommend it to anyone who's a fan of anime. And don't get me wrong, the games are mad long. And the only one I kind of don't like is V3, Danganronpa V3. But Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and Goodbye Despair, beautiful games, beautiful animes. Now, mind you, it goes Trigger Happy Havoc, then they made that into an anime, then the Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, which is my personal favorite, and it's probably the one I'm gonna put on this list. And then there's another Danganronpa anime, I think it's called Hope versus Despair. Then there's Danganronpa V3, which is my least favorite. I'm not really messing with that one. But I love Danganronpa. I love it to death. The next game that I'm putting on this list is gonna be Injustice. I had to put a fighter on here, and I ain't gonna lie, Injustice and Injustice 2 are two of the first fighter games that I actually took seriously and wasn't just button mashing on. I absolutely loved the Injustice series. It's another game that I used to play with my current friends like Keon, and I loved playing these games with them and learning the combos and joining King of the Hills and getting pissed off and getting irritated and dropping combos and having people talk shit and use spammy characters. Even getting zoned out and cheaped out in this game just felt fun. Injustice over Mortal Kombat, in my opinion, just because the Injustice combos were easier to learn, in my opinion, and the characters were more likable. Even though I like Mortal Kombat, but I still have to say that the Injustice characters were more likable, in my opinion, which is why I put it on this list over those. Mind you, these are not my top 10 all time. They're just 10 games to get to know me. And Injustice played a pivotal part in my, gamerhood. And before I get to the last game, I just want to do some honorable mentions. NBA 2K17, which is, in my opinion, the second best dribble system 2K has ever had, and the second greatest 2K of all time. I love this 2K from the behind the backs to the shootings to the archetypes. And trust me, I wasn't even a big fan of the archetypes. Personally, I prefer the inside, outside, and balanced. I didn't really prefer the sharpshooters and the playmaker and all that, but I definitely preferred it over the bullshit that we got in 2K18 and up. Obviously, all the WWE games. I played all the Black Ops games, Dragon Ball Z games. I remember playing that one Dragon Ball Z game where you got a motherfucking spin that motherfucking joystick to try to get Raditz to hold steel in the special beam cannon. Oh my gosh, awful. I remember playing that shit. Super Mario Sunshine. I remember playing this game all the time, getting so pissed off at the fact that I couldn't even get past level 2, but I just loved playing it. I played the Narnia games. I played so many movie games. I played both Simpsons games. I played the Narnia games, Prince Caspian and Narnia 2. I played the Hannah Montana game. I bought it for my sister. I ended up liking it. I ended up playing it. I don't know why. It just presented itself as a challenge. I had to get beat. Oh my gosh, how could I forget the Guitar Heroes? I remember being 9 years old in the basement of my friend's house. I never forget his name, Cameron. And we used to be in the downstairs basement playing Guitar Hero, listening to Journey. Whoa, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. Playing that shit all day. But without further ado, I have to give you Assassin's Creed 2. Now, I love Assassin's Creed 2 from the music, the main character Ezio Auditore. I loved him growing up. This is one of the first stories that I ever got emotionally and physically attached to with a video game. I loved it from start to finish. It made me fall in love with the Assassin's Creed series. In my opinion, I didn't really like Assassin's Creed 1 all like that, but Assassin's Creed 2, now, I haven't played all the Assassin's Creeds, and I've kind of been holding off on playing certain games because I also want to be a streamer, and I'm thinking maybe I can make it like a marathon thing or like a stream idea where I go back and play these games. I'm saying for y'all on stream and upload them on my live channel, Whole Lot of Khiry, where I went live. I played Dispatch. I'm going to be playing that again, and I played Skin Freak, and I'm going to be playing other horror games. You know what I'm saying, wrapping up October and maybe just period. But I'm going to be playing multiple games on Switch, reacting to things over there on my live channel, Whole Lot of Khiry, shameless plug. Assassin's Creed, that's my last game. And those are my 10, man. Those are my 10 of my honorable mentions. That's me. Just 10 games to know me, a little look inside my personality. I probably left some off, but these are just the first I could think of off the top of my head. I love y'all. I appreciate the support on every video, and I'm out, bruh.
You are now tuned in SKP exclusive.
Hey, I just fucked another friend trying to fuck, I guess next. I just ran off on my kids, yeah, I put them on the chest. On Uber Eats, I got a personal chef. Hoes attached to my dick, I hooked the bitch, I'm Johnny Depp. I scribble on my body like a high school desk. I hated on me back in high school, now I'm up and where you at?